Keadilan mengambil maklum bahawa selepas undi 18 dan pendaftaran pengundi automatik ataupun AVR, Automatic Voters Registration, dilaksanakan, 5.8 juta pemilih baru telah ditambah kepada daftar pemilih semasa. Daripada jumlah tersebut, 1.2 juta adalah mereka yang berumur antara 18 hingga 21, manakala 4.6 juta adalah mereka yang berumur 21 tahun ke atas yang tidak berdaftar. Dalam pertemuan dengan anak-anak muda dan pengundi-pengundi baru-baru ini, saya mendapati bahawa terdapat dua kumpulan di kalangan mereka. Maklumlah, saya bertemu dengan mereka sekarang lebih di Parlimen Petaling Jaya. Okey. So ada dua kumpulan. Kumpulan pertama adalah mereka yang tidak sedar bahawa mereka adalah pengundi dan mereka boleh berhak memilih pimpinan negara ataupun ahli parlimen mereka lah. So this group mereka tak tahu, dan mereka tak tahu pun mereka ada hak untuk membuang undi. Maka mereka memerlukan dorongan dan galakan untuk keluar membuang undi. Kumpulan kedua adalah golongan yang bersedia untuk mengundi pada 19 November, tetapi mengalami sedikit kekangan kewangan untuk pulang mengundi. Tahap kewangan kumpulan ini belum berdikari kerana ramai masih belajar ataupun baru mula bekerja. Undi 18 dan AVR adalah satu episod penting dalam sejarah Malaysia. Tidak pernah dalam sejarah kita yang mana mereka yang berumur di bawah 21 tetapi 18 tahun ke atas berhak untuk membuang undi, dan tidak pernah ada peluang yang mana mereka yang tidak berdaftar akan didaftar secara automatik dan melayakkan mereka untuk mengundi. So buat kali pertama selepas lebih 65 tahun merdeka, semua rakyat Malaysia diberikan hak untuk bersama menentukan nasib negara kita. Bagi memenuhi syarat supaya kadar pengundian kekal tinggi dan supaya golongan ini boleh keluar mengundi, keadilan mencadangkan satu insentif yang namanya Insentif Demokrasi secara one-off kepada semua pengundi baru yang berumur antara 18 hingga 21 dan juga mereka yang sedang menuntut pelajaran di IPTA, IPTS, Politeknik, College Community dan Institut Latihan Perindustrian ILP. Insentif ini akan mendorong mereka keluar mengundi serta mengurangkan kos pengangkutan mereka. Keadilan meminta kerajaan peralihan yang ada sekarang untuk melaksanakan insentif tersebut secara adil, telus dan cekap. Sekian. Maybe we start with a few questions. It's quite leaning towards the unconscious group before that, but in the past few weeks, my hindsight is that more and more they are getting interested to vote. So I would say the split is about probably, I mean, it's just my guesstimates, 60-40. So 60% they are interested to vote, then about 40% they are still thinking and they are not sure, they don't even know they have the rights to vote, and etc. Again, it is not the latest that was published 2 days ago, but it is the statistic given this year. All right. Okay. More expenses. Okay. I do not wish to propose any quantum today. I'll leave it to the government, the transition government to decide. But I think it's important because it's the first time in the history of Malaysia. Secondly, we all know that in many countries of the world today, youth, they are not interested to vote. So to encourage them, I'm not saying that we should give this every 5 years. Yeah, but this is our first time, right? That the Undi 18 and many unregistered voters, we are talking about a quantum of 5.8 millions. So it's about 30%, right, of total voters. So I'm saying we have already spent billion, right, close to billion to prepare for election. We should also have some incentive to encourage them to come out and vote. And in order to answer your second question, the government has to implement this in a fair, transparent, and effective way. I would propose, given the experience of the government, to disperse aids, funds. Now we have a lot of cash transfer programs. Utilize the database, and I'm sure we can do it before the election. Okay.
So it has to be a cash incentive?
It will be a cash incentive. No, I'm not going to propose any quantum today. I hope the government can give us a counter suggestion. Though they are busy finalizing their candidates these few days. But I think it's important, put political difference aside. We all hope that our young generation and the unregistered voters, they are incentivized and they are also motivated to vote. Okay? Any other questions? Voters usually make decision whether to vote or not, I would say a week, at least a week before the voting day. So we have to do it fast. Disbursement should be done, from maybe this week and until next week. So it has to be done. And we all know that a lot of students, they don't have that financial capacity if they are studying right now outstation, right? So if they want to go back, the NGOs have been very active in supporting some of their cause, and we all know that a lot of students also approach politicians to ask whether they can help. So to me, the best way to deal with this is the government takes the lead to provide incentive. Maybe not enough for you to go back to Sabah Sarawak, but at least the incentive is there to remind you that you are eligible voter. Secondly, you should go back to vote. That's why I call it incentive democracy. Again? Of course, now we allow Malaysians in Singapore to cast postal votes. Previously, they are not allowed to cast postal votes. So there is progress. And hopefully, next step should be to allow the Borneo, Sabah Sarawak, to cast postal votes and vice versa. That is something that we are seriously looking into, but I think due to time constraint, postal votes, the due date actually has passed, right? So I think it's something that we should look into. In the US, more than 40% of the votes are casted by postal votes. So they are just cast the votes by mailing. We should do that in long term. But now, my sole focus is to allow and to encourage the young voters to come up and to make a choice. I do not discount the possibility that the government might be thinking otherwise, but I don't want to put too much assumption at this point of time. I think all sides, we hope that anak muda and our first-time voters, they should be part of the nation building, and they should also be encouraged to make a choice. Hope that answers your question. All right, I think we are done. Tougher questions, we'll leave it to Rafizi. I think he almost arrived. Okay. The live is still ongoing. Okay. Then we can't discuss about the housekeeping.